Observers from afar will see a bureaucracy, like a hospital, and assume that because it's relatively centralized, that it is controlled by some sort of mastermind or a completely comprehensive set of regulations, that it's monolithic. Anyone who has worked in a hospital will tell you that that's obviously false because there's inherent internal control issues. It can't be perfectly controlled or perfectly coordinated. Within a bureau, some management has to be delegated. The details of achieving the top officials' goals need to be hammered out by the lower levels officials and experts. And that means that, much like communication, control also has the potential for significant biases. Those details that managers and employees get to determine can be applied to their own goals as well, or become biased by having different information or experiences to draw from, or a different interpretation of the Bureau's goals. So because these biases in control have to exist, and policy is developed at all levels of a bureaucracy, there can't be a single mastermind perfectly controlling a bureau, even without people just making mistakes. These biases in control can be self-counteracting. If one manager is an economist while an employee is an engineer, then the engineer's details or work might bring the directive back in line with the formal goals of the organization. Segue. Managers usually want to reduce waste. Those office birthday parties threaten their centralized control. But they're also pressured by external agencies or internal policies to economize as well. People also see anything not directly functional in providing services as wasted motion. But this is both unavoidable and even beneficial in some circumstances. It's impossible to determine exactly how many office birthday parties you need to balance office cohesion with doing actual work, especially because output is so difficult to measurably value, and those activities are important. They justify organizational slack. If you have an office birthday party every week, then you have a few extra hours to use up in a time crunch. It also helps keep the office flexible and reduces organizational conflict and can allow non-immediate activities like long-range planning to be carried out by, in this example, giving the managers time where no actual work is being done that requires their attention to manage. So that wasted motion, in addition to being a satisfying benefit for the employees, that helps with the long-term health of the Bureau.